episode 198 of GameSpeak Podcast. Please, if you can, give us a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future episodes plus other content we're doing now, which is a lot. We're doing lots of trailer reactions and stuff like that. And if you do not like it, please let us know in the comments what you do not like and what you want to see more of. Dislikes don't really help us figure out what we're doing wrong. But, I mean, you can leave one, but also leave a comment with it. Leave your hate, too. Let us know, and we'll fix it. Or we'll try to fix it if it's something that makes sense. But anyways, we're learning and growing. So let's go ahead and get episode 198 started. Yo, and hello and welcome to the 198th episode of GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning HD, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Tuesday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. This show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at GameSpeakPodcast.com, where we need you to subscribe to our official newsletter so we can make sure you never miss an episode. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. I'm one of your hosts, JAMAL Jafra, alongside Brent. Float like a butterfly bass. Oh. I switched it up. You told me I could switch it up. I put different letters besides just the B.
Float, I like that. As long as there's
there is
couple of B's in there, it's got to have some B's.
Alongside Brent, you give him the name today.
Oh, alongside Devin, the Demolisher Mayor.
It
doesn't work as well because you only have
letters.
Yeah,
it's not the same letters.
It's Devin Demonic Mayor, or something. Devin.
No, it just doesn't.
The reason it doesn't work is because
I have two B's. Yeah.
Oh, so with Devin,
I'm just Devin. Yeah.
No. Well, we'll call him
Devin the Jamie Mayor.
Let's go back to the Jamie.
Yeah, you're the Jamie.
Devin, so. No, Devin the Jamie of GameSpeak Podcast Mayor. It's a very long.
It's long. And Devin the Mayor. No.
It's literally what I said like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah. Well, my bad. I didn't realize I was jocking your style.
Yeah, dude, I'm really sick of it. No, I'm just kidding. I've had it up to here. With it, you can't even see it.
I don't know that we're
That's
ever
pretty high.
Yeah, it's so freaking high up there.
So what's up, guys?
Oh,
y'all have a good Christmas, or?
Yeah. I was gonna say we talked about Christmas last time.
We haven't seen each other since Christmas.
Yeah. No, we haven't seen Devin. No, Devin had his Christmas.
We had an early Christmas.
Whenever we were talking about.
But we have had Christmas happen since the last episode, right?
Because I think we all had like an early Christmas.
No.
And
Yeah.
Me and you talked about
real Christmas happened on like Thursday of last week or something.
Yeah,
right?
but we talked about it. Me and you talked about Christmas.
Yeah, but we haven't. But Christmas hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, it did.
But like now it has happened.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
It was on a Thursday.
I'm crazy. All right, dude. I really
Friday.
I feel like I've already lived Christmas and talked about it, but I'm wrong. I'm actually wrong. Okay, so yes, this Christmas,
yes.
I got
sure?
this board game. All right, check it out. I got this board game, and it's called like Betrayal at House on the Hill or something. And it's pretty tight. It's like got D&D type mechanics to it, but it's got its own rules or whatever, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, where do I put my stats, or like, am I a cleric or like an elf, or like what, no offense to D&D, but that's how I imagine it. But this is more like it comes with little figures, and you like put your figures down, and you're going through this haunted house, and you roll it. So like you have attributes that you start out with depending on which character you choose. So like based on your speed, that's how many spaces you can move on your turn or whatever. And you can increase your speed and all this stuff. Like you can get your stats higher up. before the haunt occurs, which is like some middle or end game part of it where once
Phasmophobia, the board game.
Basically, once the haunt occurs, then people can die. It's like you can take damage and stuff like throughout the game before the haunt, and if you lose all your health, you can still gain it back. But if you lose all your health during the haunt, you die. And
so basically Mario Party.
Yeah, and somebody can become like a traitor and like kill everybody.
That sounds
stuff
fun.
like that.
I want to play.
Yeah, we got to play it. It's like an hour long though to play, but which is not too bad. I guess
I can do an hour.
But I got that. Got Cyberpunk 2077 for my Series X. Technically Xbox One since it's but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
And then got a couple of other things that I'm trying to remember right now. But I had a good Christmas. Yeah, I got some good stuff, and I got to hang out with family, eat eggs. I ate lots of deviled eggs. Lots of deviled eggs. Like,
is that like your Christmas food of choice or something?
No, it's just around the holidays, people like to make deviled eggs, and I like to eat deviled eggs.
Like, my mom makes some badass deviled eggs, and it's always Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yep.
Man, I wish I liked deviled eggs more. I'm not.
What the flip,
You haven't
dude?
had good enough deviled eggs then.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a hate. I'm just like
you over there eating fucking like not deviled eggs.
Just egg.
Yeah. Deviled eggs are just too close to like basic boiled eggs to me. To like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like how normal boiled eggs taste like mayonnaise and mustard and shit.
No, it's
spices.
like it's a texture thing.
Cayenne.
There's no like.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just the texture of like a boiled egg. I just it's weird.
Man,
I need some kind of like crunchy.
I think we're
element
gonna have
or
to
something.
cancel
Mom put
game
some
speak.
kind of I don't know what it is, but no, you like one of those.
I want to try it. You
Yeah,
know?
dude, you got to step up your boiled egg
Maybe I just
game.
need to try all these again. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just hadn't had good enough.
I feel like I'd like a deviled egg if it was on a cracker or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No,
that
just
weird?
that went way worse than I thought.
Is that wrong?
Yes. Think about this. All right.
Truthless bastard.
They call it a deviled egg because it's so devilish. It's so fucking
we're
tempting.
Really getting out on a tangent.
It's so tempting, dude.
Devin, did you have a good Christmas?
Santa was very, very good to me this year.
Oh, was he kissing mommy under the mistletoe?
He was kissing someone. No.
What'd you get?
Yeah, a lot of streaming gear. I had my
Ooh.
best friend. He went out of his way and got me a mic. My mom pretty much gave me her $600 camera, which I don't even know how to fucking use.
Nice.
And then I've got a bunch of stuff coming in the mail that was purchased through Amazon gift cards.
Cool.
So.
Cool.
Dude,
That's
nice.
exciting.
Oh, that was another thing I got was some gift cards to Smoothie King dude, I have a problem. I drink so many smoothies from Smoothie King.
That's because Smoothie King smoothies go incredibly hard.
Oh yeah, dude. I get the Gladiator with 2 cups of strawberries, the vanilla Gladiator, and then oh man, I just go in.
That sounds incredible.
Like the people there know me like by name. Like they're like, we already got it set up for you. Yeah, yeah, dude. It's like my local spot. Anyways, what about you, Brent?
Oh yeah, I got some Steam gift cards. We got this little thing where you put your sandwich in a campfire and it makes it crispy. I don't know.
Wait, what?
It's like it's like 2 metal plates. It's really hard to describe.
Like a panini maker?
Kinda, yeah. But you stick it in a fire and it makes this like crispy sandwich. It's freaking crazy.
Do you go camping often? Like,
we go out to the state park a lot because we have a state park pass, and we like to like cook over an open fire.
Ooh, okay.
know?
See, I was just wondering if you were gonna put it to use.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I was gonna take it from you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I honestly want to.
goes camping all the time.
Yeah, I would. I don't have to go camping. I'll walk out into the parking lot of my apartment.
The dog park. And
Yeah, I'll make a fire, dude, just so I can have a crispy sandwich.
I feel that, dude. Sometimes you just gotta make a fire to have a crispy sandwich.
Sounds good. But yeah, so that's what you guys did. That's Christmas.
Drove everywhere, all over Texas.
Nice, dude.
No, not nice.
That sounds horrible.
It's
But
terrible.
I'm sure you had plenty of GameSpeak podcasts to listen to.
well, no, because now I'm a part of it, and so I lose
Yeah,
that
so
little
you-
joy every week of listening.
Dang. Yeah, we're going to have to kick you out so we have an extra listener. We're hurting for listeners right now. No, but anyways, yeah, so let's jump on into the gaming news, which there seems to be so much of. Not really. But just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're just bringing them all here, talking about them, giving them to you. So, Brent, you want to start off?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Former Republican Congressman Duncan Hunter won't serve any time in prison for spending campaign funds on video games and other personal items for his family.
Yeah. Do you remember? We talked about that on the show when he was
about
arrested.
to say, yeah, so a little while back, this guy was arrested. He spent like $1,200 on Steam games and like $250,000 on just other things, like sending his, rabbits first class, like flights and shit, like stupid shit. His rabbits are named Egbert and Cadbury, by the way.
Oh, he should have got off just for that.
Yeah.
Well, he did get off, and that's like the big moral of the story is he got pardoned, and he's basically just off scot-free for all
He was
this.
one of the presidential pardons. Yeah, so like
Wait, so $1,200 on Steam
on
games.
Steam.
But then what was that other number that you said?
It says Hunter was sentenced to 11 months in prison after it was found out that he spent over $250,000 in campaign funds on luxury hotels, vacations, and other personal expenses.
No, that's the $250,000. You're telling me I can go get some high up government job and just blow $250,000?
Well, it wasn't a
and
job.
all they're gonna care about is the $1,300 you spent on Steam games.
Hey, he was campaigning. That's what he was doing. He was campaigning. Look, all those squares who gave him $250,000 to run his campaign seems like their fault.
Bunch of suckers.
I mean, $250,000. I mean, but also $1,200 on Steam. That he was just buying games and not playing them.
Probably, yeah.
He didn't play like maybe but 2 of them.
I mean, I relate to that, though. Sometimes you got to buy some games and just have them waiting in the wing,
Yeah, my thing about it is, like, he's going to get out of prison and have an amazing backlog.
He's probably got a dickload of Steam points.
Yeah, he does. I'd say about $150,000 worth. No, but yeah, so Gabe Gerwin at GameSpot says KFC has become something of a meme factory over the last few years, with different celebrities playing Colonel Sanders in commercials and Mario Lopez even starring as the long-dead founder in a short romance film for Lifetime. We saw teases on the KFC gaming Twitter account of a KFC-branded game console for months, and we assumed it was all a joke. Well, it wasn't. The KF console is real, and it keeps your chicken warm. Intel's Mark Walton clarified that the console is legitimate on Twitter, saying it's powered by Intel. Other game consoles are generally powered by AMD processors. The Cooler Master page provides more information on the system, saying it's capable of 4K resolution and 240 frames per second gameplay. We can't imagine that's for graphically demanding games, but it's impressive nonetheless. Cooler Master primarily focuses on custom PC builds, but this is pretty different from anything else the company has done. The KFC console, or the KF console, makes use of a Cooler Master NC100 chassis and a Core i9 Intel NUC 9 Extreme Computer Element. It also includes a swappable GPU slot, so you can upgrade it if you see fit, and even a PCI NVMe SSD and 2 Seagate Barracuda 1TB SSDs. The kicker with the system is its chicken warming compartment, which makes use of the console's own heat to keep KFC warm while you game.
Okay.
So you know that thing runs hot. We truly live in the future. We are not sure how the Colonel would feel about this, however, but you can even use VR headsets with the KFC or the KF console, so you can be even more immersed in a world of crispy fried chicken. So this thing is better than any console that's dropped of recent. It's better than the Series X and the PS5 when it comes to power.
I want to know what kind of GPU it ships with, though, because it's talking about a removable GPU slot. So that infers that
You know it's coming with that 3090, dog.
Bro. I want one of these more than anything in the whole world. But that's another thing. The form factor of it. Look how small it is. I mean, if
It's gonna be expensive as fuck.
If you're gonna throw a 3090 in there, is it gonna even fit? Like how
well,
big?
What happens is, so it sticks out, and that's what holds your sauces for the, like.
The 3090 would definitely keep your chicken warm, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
bro, I want one. I want it so bad. I don't even know why. Like, I just think that would be the ultimate collector's item to have, like a dope ass KFC.
How many do you think they're gonna release?
Oh, I probably like
probably
2.
as many as people will buy. I bet
Yeah.
fucking they're probably gonna be marked the fuck up and expensive, and Cooler
Oh,
Master's gonna sell a dickload of them. I bet.
Ridiculously expensive.
Dude, I would buy one if I had the money. If I had $250,000 of campaign funds,
Yeah.
you know I'd have the
if I was like Henry Cavill or something, I would totally buy that shit,
Oh yeah,
you
dude.
know?
Anyways, Brent, what you got?
Let's see what we got here. Developer CD Projekt Red has announced a new sales figure for Cyberpunk 2077. The embattled RPG sold more than 13 million copies as of December 20th, which makes it one of the most successful RPG launches of all time. CD Projekt Red said the number covers sales across all platforms, and it also factors in, quote, returns submitted by retail clients in brick and mortar as well as digital storefronts. From the from the wording of the news release, it sounds like 13 million is the number of copies sold, including returns, except for those filed to CD Projekt Red when the news release went out. So basically, they did pretty good, you know what I mean? Even though there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on with their legal teams and like lawsuits and stuff, the game itself actually sold pretty well. So
For sure. Speaking of CD Projekt Red, they've released another hotfix patch for Cyberpunk 2077. It closely follows on the heels of patch 1.05, which addressed numerous glitches that occur in the opening hours of the main campaign. This new hotfix patch 1.06 doesn't fix as much, but it addresses the noteworthy save file corruption glitch. So basically, we talked about this last week.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's the glitch where if you pick up too much stuff in your inventory, it will corrupt your file.
yeah, if you're like crafting too much or something like that.
And you reach a certain amount of capacity, it would just like destroy your game save. And apparently, there's no way to fix it. If your game was already corrupted, it's corrupted. Your save file, you're just gonna have to restart. But just know that if you have this patch, you're good. If it hasn't corrupted yet, it won't happen now. So there you go.
Nice.
Cool.
Pick up everything you want. Anyways, Brent, what you got?
Okay. Let's see what I got here. Microsoft Flight Simulator is now out in VR. It's a thing.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't even attempted it.
I'm scared too.
Yeah, I feel like my whole computer's just going to bust into flames. I've seen people with like a 3090 that are only getting like 60, 70 frames per second, like playing it in VR. You know what I mean? So like,
I'm gonna try it on my computer. It's gonna level my whole apartment floor.
It might actually deep fry the chicken.
right?
Air fryer upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe on the lowest settings, I might have like a playable experience. I'm gonna try it at some point, but it's such a big game to download.
It's a huge download. What was it, like 180?
It's 100 something. Yeah, it's big.
Damn.
So it's one of those I'll do eventually. It looks cool though. I've seen some YouTube videos and everybody seems really impressed by it. You know, aside from the like horrible frame rates and stuff.
Yeah, which is very important, I feel like. But it is what it is. But Gabe Gerwin at GameSpot says last month, Silent Hill creator Kiichiro Toyama announced he had founded a new company called Bokeh Game Studio with veteran developers from games like Gravity Rush and The Last Guardian. Now we have learned more about Toyama's first project, and it should appeal to Silent Hill fans. In an interview with IGN Japan, Toyama said his new game would be an action-adventure game rather than a standard survival horror experience. However, he said it would, quote-unquote, appeal to fans of his previous work. Quite clearly referencing Silent Hill. That series has been on ice for several years now with Hideo Kojima and Guillermo, blah, blah, blah. We know about that. But anyways, he said, if anything, this will be more of a horror-oriented game. but we will focus on making this a broader entertainment experience rather than a hardcore horror game. The game isn't expected until around 2023, with it just recently entering the prototyping development stage, and it's expected to be on next gen.
Well, we'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't like that direction that they're leaning. It sounds like a Resident Evil 6-y type approach to things, you know what I mean? But whatever.
Yeah, action adventure horror. That doesn't sound very, very fun.
So I won't read this whole article, but apparently Sony is producing 3 movies in the works, and one of those is the Uncharted movie, and 7 TV shows, all based on like Sony video game IPs.
Yeah.
And we only know about the Last of Us TV show and the Final Fantasy 14 TV show and the Uncharted movie. So that leaves like 5 TV shows and 2 movies that we don't know about. That's
I'll
kind of
believe it when I see it. Like, I feel like them saying that they're working on something doesn't mean anything. Look at Uncharted.
I was just about to say it
It took like 15 years.
and
True,
how many
but according to this
directors?
guy in the interview, that they apparently have already completely filmed the Uncharted movie. Like it's like already done and shit. So we'll have to see what's up with all that.
Yeah,
But
we'll see about that.
according to this guy, we're gonna start seeing it pump out pretty soon. So
Okay. Well, Adam Bankhurst at IGN says, former president of Nintendo of America, Reggie Fils-Aimé, has revealed that he had to, quote-unquote, politely decline an offer to work with Kanye West on a video game concept due to the amount of other projects that were currently in development at the company. As reported by Nintendo Everything, Reggie shared the story on his Talking Games with Reggie and Herald podcast, which is raising money for the New York Video Game Critics Circle nonprofit's mentoring work. And he stated that the meeting happened at an E3 many years ago. Kanye visited the Nintendo booth during that E3 and was even able to spend a bit of time with Shigeru Miyamoto. He then requested a meeting with Reggie, and the two ended up meeting up at one of Kanye's offices in Calabasas, California. Quote, part of it was talking about what he was up to, Reggie explained. He was experimenting with a piece of video game content. He wanted reactions to it. He comes out and says, I want to work with Nintendo. We had so many different projects at Nintendo going on. The possibility of doing something with Kanye just wasn't there. And so I had to find a way to politely decline this opportunity to work with him. I told him, Kanye, you don't want to work with us because we're tough. We're hard. All we do is push for the very best content. We would not be the type of partner you would want to work with. And he looks at me and says, Reggie, you're exactly the type of partner I want because of that reason. It's like, oh my gosh. Reggie said that not only was the meeting interesting, but Kim Kardashian West was also there. While the project never
I couldn't tell if that was real dialogue or if you were making that up.
that was not real.
Well, no, the whole thing.
But he's like, while the project never saw the light of day, Reggie and Nintendo both felt that Kanye has such a passion for the video game space, and he's a creator. Kanye's history with games extends beyond this one meeting, as he revealed he was working on a game titled Only One that would have players guiding his mother, Donda, to the highest gates of heaven by holding her to the light.
What the fuck? Are we talking about his dead mom?
Yeah,
Like,
do you not remember the trailer for that they showed off?
no.
Yeah,
No.
he announced the project back in 2015, but
fuck?
little news has surfaced about this since.
That's
and,
really
like,
weird.
yeah, you can look this up, Devin,
yeah,
but
I'm-
make sure
I'm
you
pulling-
turn the audio off on it.
I'm pulling it up right now.
But basically,
it
if you're watching the video version, you'll get to see the. Actually, I don't even know if we can show the trailer because it might. Whatever. Just throw it. Who cares?
I
It's
don't
not-
know. People have been getting a lot of DMCA's here lately.
Yeah, no, but it's called Only One, Kanye West Only One video game. But there's definitely a trailer for it. And I remember watching this, like whenever he first announced it. I feel like we watched it at the E3 thing, Brent. Whenever we went to it at the movie theater.
Oh, what? Kanye West was involved? I didn't even know that. That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess so. 2016 E3.
But yeah, that was a real
what
thing.
the fuck, dude? Okay.
Anyways, Brent, what you got?
I don't have anything else.
Me either.
Especially after that.
We ended the news on a high note.
Yeah.
The only one.
I had no clue about that previous game, but when you said that Kanye went to Nintendo, I couldn't even imagine what was going to come out of Kanye's brain for a video game, and that was, far and beyond my expectations. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Kanye's he's a little out there, but he likes to make things. That's like his favorite thing is to just pop up in other shit.
Yep.
He's like, yeah.
I really want to play this game.
Yeah, me too. Only one. I want to hold his mother to the light and get her to heaven. But I'm sure the mechanics are fun. But hold on, we're jumping on over to this week's releases, where I'm going to let you guys know which brand new game is coming out this week. And that game is Cobra Kai: The Karate Kid Saga Continues on PC, coming January 5th. Couldn't find a price, but Cobra Kai: The Karate Kid Saga Continues is a 2-player side-scrolling beat-em-up based on the hit series. That's it. Fun. That's all we got, guys. Oh. That's the game. Nice. That's the games this week. Or that you can get that are brand new.
Making my job easy for me.
Oh yeah. So now we're gonna get to the fun stuff, which is Brent. Well, okay, it's not fun yet because Brent, do you have the PlayStation games for January? Yeah, I don't know where we're at. Where are we?
I don't think so. What day is it? Hang on, let me look.
Yeah, Brent will check that.
Do you have Xbox games?
Yeah, I already did it last week.
They already put them out last week?
Yeah, Xbox is always ahead of the game on that shit.
PlayStation does it the day before they drop it. They're like
yeah. But if you forgot the Xbox stuff, you can get Little Nightmares from January 1st to the 31st. You can get Dead Rising, the OG Dead Rising, from January 16th to February 15th. And then you can get The King of Fighters 13 from January 1st to the 15th, and Breakdown from way back in the day from January 16th to the 31st.
I'm only seeing predictions so far.
Okay, well
predictions, rumors, yeah.
Forget that then. We're going to jump on over to currently playing. All right, so this is it, guys. This is what we've been playing this week. I feel like this is like a pretty big time because Christmas came about. I finally played Cyberpunk 2077. I got to talk about it. I got to talk about the fact that the game, I put about 11 hours into it so far.
Okay.
All right. So I've got a pretty good, I've already hit the title screen, about like 8 hours in or whatever. It's not a bad game. And it's not amazing either. Like, I feel like it's missing some stuff. Like, I feel like once the updated version comes out, like, I'll be a little bit happier because I'm not getting a lot of bugs, but I'm getting some bugs, dude. I've had the pantsless bug, like, where I completed a mission and like I went to go change my pants and like it's just my penis like at all times. Like there's no no pants no matter what I put on him. And this happened for like a good hour before I like finally was like, okay, I'm just gonna shut it off and turn it back on. And I like turned it off, turned it back on, and his pants were still gone. But I went in and I forgot what I did. I like put on a suit where it was like a full body thing, and then I took it off, and then his pants appeared, and I was like, okay, thank you. I was about to just stop playing. I was like, I'm not gonna play this game with my dick flopping around. Like I just can't take it seriously. Every time I look down,
go in the menu, his dick's out.
Yeah, it's like just stupid, annoying, and like I was like, dude. And also, some of the clothes in this game are just fucking dumb.
And they always have the best stats. Like, you gotta, I always, don't wear a helmet. I sacrifice, a whole helmet's worth of armor just because I don't want to look dumb.
Yeah, look that fucking stupid. I'm like,
dude,
it's worth it to fucking look fashionable.
The best hat that I have right now is a big pink bunny-eared hat with a big bow on the front of it.
Me too. I actually wear this fedora that's got way lower stats than all my other hats. You know what I mean? But it's just looks better.
So you can tip it at all the miladies.
Yeah.
But so that, and then so I did all of the Delamain, the taxi, cars. Going and bringing them back, which I thought was a pretty creative and, a fun, interesting mission or missions to get all 7 cars back. Have you done that yet?
Yeah, it was one of my least favorite series of missions actually.
Because it's a lot of driving.
Well, as far as what you did, it wasn't anything special, but the dialogue between all the different cars was great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the big Easter egg to the other game, which I'm not gonna spoil, but y'all saw that, right? With the 6th one was.
I have no idea.
Oh, well, then I'm going to spoil
it, yeah.
The sixth one was the Gladios or whatever from Portal.
Yeah.
Or she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. Or like, and she's like, it just brings in like all those people to fuck you up, and then like you have to kill them all. And she even brings up the cake.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, she the first thing she says to you is like, she's like, and there won't be a cake either, or whatever. Like just fucking with
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even look that up. I just instantly was like, oh, dude, fucking, it's her. Like, but
Have y'all come across the Office reference yet?
no,
Oh, that one's a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking for the Easter eggs now, but the game, like, okay, so while I was doing the Delamain missions or whatever, okay, you have to go like 2.5K, like at all times. You're like traveling so fucking far to find these cars. And I got to this point to where I was like in the dump, like where you find one and he's like out in the trash. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. And so to leave, I like leave the trash. And
I hate that fucking one because you have to drive through the fucking trash and you're like wrecking into every like trash bag.
Oh, my car got just glitched. Like my car glitched into the ground, so I had to get out and walk the rest of the way. And then after I completed that part and I started walking back, I got onto the road and I needed a car to steal because like the city is so fucking far away. And so I go up to, I start walking towards a car, but every car that is coming towards me disappears. right as it gets to me, it just disappears into thin air.
That's got to be an Xbox thing.
And I was like, oh my
for me, they don't stop.
goodness.
I get hit by every car. Like
no, that part too. That happens too. But at this specific part, like, it happened for like until I shut off my Xbox and turned it back on. Like it was just every car would come and just disappear into thin air. And then I was like, oh, my God.
Sounds more like the game's trolling you than anything.
It is. And then I've noticed, like, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, that the AI is basically, like, focused on whatever you're doing. It's like the world doesn't continue when you're not paying attention. So, like, if you are looking this way and there's a car behind you and you turn around, the car will have been sitting there until you turn back around and look at it, and then it'll start to drive off. Like, do this whenever you get home and play the game. Watch how fucked up the game is. Like it's literally like I'll be walking and there'll be a car. It'll pass me and then I'll stop and wait a second and I'll turn around and it'll be like sitting in park and then it'll drive off. Like it's like waiting for me to look at it.
I haven't noticed that.
No,
I feel like I would notice that. You know what I mean?
I stood in a big ass crowd, like just on a random street, watching like all the AI interaction and everything. And I never saw that. And I've had like cars constantly passing.
No, the ones behind you, not the one in front of you. So like if you're looking at it, everything's happening.
Yeah.
But anything that's behind you just freezes until you turn around and look at it. Like
weird. Yeah, I need to see that.
It's because I guess like and it might just be on Xbox, but that's a thing that's happening where like even the people will just be stuck in one spot and they'll just be chilling, and then you turn around and they'll start moving around and stuff.
So the people definitely not. I know for a fact that the people don't do that on mine.
It's only in the open areas. But yeah, watch for the cars. It's pretty funny. But so that was happening. Then whenever I was walking through the trash, I like stepped on a piece of a fridge or something. And my guy just flew into the air, like just took off, dude. Fucking and like I fell and took like so much damage, and like I was almost dead. I had to use my little, my max thing or whatever. Like it's besides all of that shit, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you could get past the glitches, because it is one of those games like Fallout or something where you have to like kind of get over the glitches. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Well, see, that's my thing. Is like at least with Fallout though, like. It works. Like I feel like sometimes I'll play this game.
It must be an Xbox thing because mine works pretty good, and I've put like 100 hours into the game. You know what I mean? Like
it's got. That's what I'm saying. It's probably Xbox,
or it's probably an Nvidia thing more than anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we're on AMD, but I'll be driving, and like if you start moving too fast, like the textures become not like N64 like it's like they suddenly look like bumpy. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it looks like they're made out of gravel. Like even the people's like skin and stuff will become like it's almost like there's specks all over them. It's so weird, dude. But besides all of that, like the game is fun. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like if you were to just give somebody a pre-alpha game, and like it's like, yeah, this is a cool concept, but it's still fucking dumb. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, man, they should have waited on the Xbox versions and stuff then, because, like, I don't know, it doesn't do all. I have my share of glitches, but most of the time it's funny. The worst glitch that I've encountered in my game is the Huangbo glitch, where
He's just following
where
you.
he follows me around everywhere, dude. There's like this mission early on where you like try to rescue Huangbo from the fucking hotel, and like I finished the mission and he just keeps following me, dude. And I can lose him for like 30 minutes at a time by fast traveling, you know. But like it's gotten to the point where like, okay, so with my game, I've gotten to like, I finished the game this week, and then I went back and I beat the last mission like 6 different ways, and like played out the ending mission in like dramatically different scenarios happening. You know what I mean? So I've spent like basically my whole week just playing out the end of Cyberpunk over and over again. But fucking I forgot where I was going with that, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I started
talking
thinking
about Huangbo or whatever.
Oh, but Huangbo, like, there's like, okay, I won't spoil anything, but there's like this dramatic scene at the end, like, regardless of what you choose to do, like, there's this dramatic, like, point of, like, you know, the turning,
return.
Yeah, this turning point where you're sitting there and it's all dramatic, and you sit down and you talk to Johnny, you know what I mean? And like, Huangbo just fucking like, one of my fucking endings, Huangbo was just like standing between me and Johnny the whole fucking time. and like it did this really dramatic ending where like all this sad shit's going on, and he's like, and like they were talking about everything, and like fucking Huangbo's just standing there with his blue ass hair between us, just like fucking, most of the time he'll be like off in the background, so it's like I can kind of just turn the camera and like pretend he's not there, you know.
God.
But he's always there, dude. And like sometimes he'll just hop in the car with me. I won't be like I'll have lost him for like a few hours, and I like won't be thinking about Huangbo, and then suddenly he'll just like hop in the fucking car with me, like
out of the corner of your eye. There he is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
but honestly, that's like the worst of it. Like that's like seriously the worst that happens to me when I'm playing Cyberpunk.
You just like shut it off. You go to the bathroom and wash your face, and whenever you open your eyes, he's behind you in the mirror. No, but
it's terrifying.
Dude, there's a part where, oh my gosh, I forgot what I was. Oh, like there's like stuff where you'll be like fighting people, like in a, you know, like a a scene. I can't remember where this happened to me, but I was like fighting this dude, and right after you kill them or whatever, that's like the end of the mission, and like they give you like the money or whatever. It might have been the fighting thing, but like I beat this dude up, and like he like falls and his head like goes into the cement, and he just starts like freaking like spazzing and like just kind of moving across the floor, and I'm like following, and it's like collect your money from this guy, and I'm like trying to follow him, like waiting for him to pop back out of the ground, and eventually he like gets to the side and he's like, "Here's your money, man." And it's just like,
like see, that's fucking hilarious though.
It is funny, but it's like, what the fuck, dude?
See, I did have one glitch with the fighting thing. Like, there's one mission where you meet this like one guy, and he's like kind of an asshole, and it's like in the boxing mission chain, and like I go to fight him, and like fucking my punches weren't doing any damage, and I fought this guy for like an hour, or not like an hour, but like, you know, I fought him for a long ass fucking time, you know what I mean, before I realized like, okay, I'm not gonna hurt him no matter what I do. This is some kind of glitch, and I had to like restart the game. Like,
I hate that shit. My least favorite thing is that I wanted to go in and be like a melee weapon guy. Like I wanted to use the fucking.
Oh, you got to, dude. Fuck yeah.
You can't on Xbox, okay?
Why not?
So because the frame rate drops so hard when you're fighting, like that, like to do parries and stuff, it's almost impossible because like they'll come to punch at you and the game will just like skip forward and they'll just be like in your fucking face. Like,
see, that's dude, that's half the fun of the game. Like the melee combat is incredible, dude. Like you get the gorilla arms and you're just like punching people across the room, or fucking the Manus blades, like
that's what I wanted.
Just chopping people's legs off and shit, or the katana.
The katanas
dude.
are fun.
Oh yeah, or even the baseball bat's kind of fun.
And I accidentally like, okay, so not that this is a problem. I just thought it was really funny because I was like, oh man, I want to figure out, like, everybody talks about like how crazy the like getting like a prostitute or whatever is. I was like, I'm gonna go pay for one. So I go to the like the little lips thing. Wubba dub dub. No, Gigantor 6505.
Yo,
what up, Tate?
So I go to the little lips on the map, which means like, oh yeah, you can go and get sexy time.
Yeah.
So like I walk over. I'm not realizing I thought you pay this guy, like to then he's gonna
Oh, you ain't fucked that guy.
and so, hold on, so I thought I paid him because he was in front of the store. And so I was like, oh, okay, I just pay him, and then the bitch comes out and like, or we do it or whatever. And so I give this guy the money. First experience with this thing. I give him the money. It's like $100, and he's like, oh, I can hook you up, and so it's gonna be $100. And I was like, all right. So I pay him the money.
It was so dirty too. Like
No, I pay him the money, and he's and V, like in his V voice he's like, show me what those hands can do. And I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, no. I was like, no. I was like, this is not.
Could you abort?
No, and you couldn't stop it. There was nothing you could do to stop this. And like,
was it bad? Like
you don't see any penis. I don't know if it, like I didn't see anything, but it was just really like intimate. Like
it had to have been pretty fucking uncomfortable, considering how the there's like 3 or 4 sex scenes from that game that are still like fucking burned into my brain, like
to my retinas. No, like it was just like it was like some dude in like a fucking like fedora. Like it was just grimy, and it got bad, dude.
Oh, that's fucking
it was
terrible.
Brent's character.
And I was just like looking around. I'm like, man, how do I? And I can't stop it. Like you can't hit pause. You can't like back out of it.
You're committed
going
to it.
In.
You paid your
Yeah.
$100. You're getting your money's
Yep.
worth, dude.
And that's when I learned, that's how that works.
I mean, the gaydar didn't go off just a little. He sounds very. He's like
No, because he
flamboyant,
was he's in front of this place where a bunch of like chicks are like dancing on poles and stuff.
And he didn't sweet talk you. Like
No, and he was just like, hey, I can hook you up. Like, and I was like, sweet. I was like, all right, I get to test out this little experience. And he's like, show me what those hands can do. And I'm just like, son of a bitch.
So wait, are you on performance mode or are you on?
I'm on performance mode.
Oh, really?
Even
And
on performance mode, the frames drop like when you're fighting and shit.
Man, dude.
Like the textures pop in and out and like everything. It's pretty bad, dude.
Well, hopefully they'll fix that soon for the console people. That kind of bums me out because I've been having more fun with Cyberpunk than I've had with the game in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Well, like the
I had
people,
a fantastic experience with
the people who say that they're playing it on Xbox One and PS4, you're fucking lying. No, I'm sorry, but like I'm playing it on a Series X, and that shit like is pretty bad.
You gotta let me see it after we're done.
Oh yeah,
here.
we'll
I really
want
to see.
It's pretty funny, but yeah, I've played as old Jay Silver. Like I'm at that point. So
yeah, really dive into the meat of the game. In my opinion, is the side quests. Like the people that like call you on the phone and stuff. And,
oh yeah, I'm doing all that.
That's the most entertaining part about Cyberpunk to me, personally.
I've been side questing my ass off,
Yeah.
and on my way to each side quest, I'll hit every little in between.
Oh yeah,
bullshit.
those are fun too. But
but I had to kind of like after after we talked about that glitch where it just completely corrupts. I kind of took a break from it this past week because I figured they're gonna put out a patch for that.
Yeah.
They just put it out, so you're good.
I couldn't resist, man. I've beat that game fucking inside and out. The only thing I need to do now is switch genders and go through as a girl. You know what I mean? That's like basically all I need to do now.
You still ain't seen what them hands can do though. But, yeah. Anyways,
oh my God.
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
No.
I was like, oh shit, no.
That's like the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I just about cried thinking about it.
What else have you been playing?
I've also been playing Warzone. Obviously, been killing it in Resurgence. I've got like 11 wins already
Very nice.
in Resurge, and I've got the top KDR out of all the people that I play with, all my friends on there. Even
I
you,
thought
Devin.
you were about to say like
play
in
Rebirth.
North America or something.
And Rebirth. No, I just have to keep it above all of my friends.
Okay.
Make sure.
Okay, bet.
All right.
Give me a week.
Uh-oh. Challenge
so-
accepted.
Well, you got to be playing with me, on Resurgence. That way, I can make sure you don't get any kills.
That way I can steal your kills at the last second.
I texted you like several times this week.
That was last night when I was playing the forest. Remember?
Earlier this.
No, that was yesterday. That was
just-
literally
I felt
yesterday.
like there was another time though.
Never. No, but also I've been playing the forest which we're all gonna try and make some content out of.
Yes.
This
Because
is another one I've also been playing, so we can kind of double up on this.
double it. Yeah, Brent and Devin have VR for this, which I don't. I just have the flat screen, the forest. But also, by the way, we did a trailer reaction video to the sequel that's coming out called Sons of the Forest or whatever. So,
Oh yeah, be sure to check that out.
yeah, that'll be up by the time you're listening to this on the YouTube channel. But anyways, Brent, so the forest, like, it's pretty fun. It's like Minecraft on, like, if Eli Roth made it. Yeah.
With like the Descent mixed in, like, it's pretty scary, man. Like,
it's really creepy.
it's also really nice looking. I like the way all the trees move around and the fucking I like the gameplay. I don't know.
Oh yeah, dude, the enemy AI is really interesting. So like I've been hearing a lot about it from like my friend who have put like 500 hours into this game. And so like they were saying how like at first like they'll come and there's scouters, like these really fast ones that will come over and they'll check out your place. If they see you're there, then they'll run back and tell everyone. So you have to kill them whenever they appear. Like, but they don't tell you any of this in the game.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say, I'm completely clueless because I've been playing like totally by myself and like just,
yeah,
completely like in the dark, just trying to figure it all out,
And so like not only will they come and like do all that, but as soon as they know where you're at, they'll start like ambushing you. Like if so like me and my boy Anthony, we were walking towards our like shelter area, and we were just walking through the woods, and they were hiding in a bush and jumped out on him and just like started attacking him like out of nowhere. It was tight. It was really creepy.
Yeah.
And so
they tried to sneak up on me. Like they were like coming around behind me, and I'd hear like clicking behind me, and like when you turn your head, like all you see is like them kind of like scurrying out of your like peripheral vision, like
trying to hide.
They try to like move as they move with your head movement, like in VR. It's really weird, like fucking.
And there's like different ones. There's like one that like at night will walk through the woods with a light like over his head, so like you'll see in the distance like this light moving around in the woods.
And I haven't even seen this in my game. You know what I mean? In my game, I saw this fucking underground cavern monster that shoots like babies out of its head. Fucking like it's fucking terrifying.
It gets really crazy, and they'll climb up in trees and like wait for you and drop down on you from trees and shit. Like it's everything. Like
I also really like the environment. Like the woods feel real woody and thick. Like
I'm
it's
playing this shit tonight,
dude. You got to. It's so cool in VR, man. Like I don't know, and like. I don't know. It looks good in VR, all the sunlight coming through the trees and like them. But as soon as it gets dark, that's when it really starts to look good in VR. You know what I mean? Like it looks okay during the daytime, but at nighttime, it's like terrifying and realistic as fuck.
Oh yeah, dude. It's really cool. Really, really cool. And it's got the whole Minecraft-y thing where like you're just constantly crafting and trying to like make a shelter area that you can defend at night from like the whatever they are.
And for the record, I'm not usually into this kind of game. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a big survival game kind of guy like Ark and Solus Project and all that stuff, but I really like this game.
The horror aspect is what makes it awesome.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes, it keeps it fresh, and also the AI being so smart and interesting, like it's mysterious and kind of fun. You know what I mean?
You never expect what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's what's so crazy about it. And then like you can make all this stuff like bows and arrows and stuff. But anyways, I was gonna say one other thing. Oh yeah, it's only 5 gigs. It's like a really small download for such a good game.
Good looking game too. Yeah.
Anyways, Devin, what you been playing?
So a little more VR this week. VR and COD. I got a Beat Saber. Finally.
Oh yeah, you gotta have Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. Me and my brother Gigantor. We've been playing. We played so much over the holiday weekend that my arms were just stupid.
Were y'all
sore.
playing multiplayer or were y'all just
we're playing multiplayer.
See, I haven't even tried the multiplayer yet.
It's really cool. You
really?
you're like pretty much looking at each other, and it's off of a point system.
Oh,
and
that's
so just
cool.
Whoever does better.
I suck ass at Beat Saber, so you guys would probably beat me really bad.
He's fucking good. I'm all right.
I can like barely do hard. You know what I mean? Like,
we were doing all hard songs. I finished one expert song, so I was happy about
if
that.
I like really know some of the Linkin Park songs I can hit on expert
Yeah,
just because I like know the song really well. You know what I mean?
I got Linkin Park, and I love the Linkin Park pack.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just such a fun game. It's such an arcadey fun. Just play it and it's a little bit of a workout with your arms. Too,
And if
so
you
nice.
once you get tired of it, you can download the BBMF thing and like fucking mod the shit out of it and put like tons of other original songs on there
I'll
too
have to, yeah.
with side quests.
Yeah, I heard that there's.
I haven't
mods for
tried it personally because I'm still having fun with the base game. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
feel like you can add a lot of stuff to it. Like,
Yeah, and then I got Real Fishing VR, which is
that's
a gorgeous.
I want to
game.
play that with you, dude.
Yeah.
The multiplayer on that's fun. You can pop up YouTube videos while you're fishing, and like you can
Or
sit there with
streams,
friends
yeah.
and watch stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
so-
podcasts
it looks
sometimes
so
while
cool.
I'm sitting there fishing. Like,
Oh, dude, I can imagine just like all three of us just sitting there watching "End of Days" by Vinny Paz while we're fishing.
But no, so on the Quest 2, that game is gorgeous.
yeah,
For-
it's good
for a
on the Quest
2
1
game.
too. Like, it looks
Like,
real good.
Yeah, I was very impressed with it.
Yeah.
And then
That was
just,
one of those sleeper
Warzone.
hit games that I wasn't expecting to be so good, but it really was. Like,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and then just Warzone.
cool.
That's it. What
Brent?
about you, Brent?
So I played a little bit of the original 13. I watched this video of this guy like going off about how you shouldn't buy the new remake of 13 and how if you should just go back and play the old 13 because the art style looks better and it still holds up really well. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. So I went back and I played like the first half of 13, which has actually been a lot of fun. You know what I mean? I like to play like basic shooters with mouse and keyboard to like kind of try to hone my like mouse and keyboard shooter skills because
Yeah.
I'm not very good still. So I'll go back to these like OG games like Half-Life and stuff and kind of like, work with those. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
But see, like, I'm trying to train myself a little bit. And I played a little bit of that. And I played The Forest, played Cyberpunk. I played this game called Narcosis, which I got for $3 on the Steam sale. And I'm not very far into it, but it's like a weird horror game with like really, really good graphics in VR. Like that's the one thing I can say for sure about this game is it's got like insanely good graphics. And basically you're like underwater in like a scuba suit and you're like using like jets to float around on the bottom of the ocean floor while scary stuff happens.
Nope.
Dude, that sounds like Subnautica.
It kind of feels like Subnautica. It feels like Triton Down Freediver. I forgot what the game is called, but it's like that game is one of my favorite games in VR, by the way. If you're ever looking for something crazy.
Does it involve being underwater?
Kind of.
And shit trying to kill you?
Yeah, well, no. It involves being in a ship that flipped upside down and sunk to the bottom of the ocean.
Suffocation, even worse.
Yeah,
Nope.
pretty much. It's so good, though.
I don't have many fears, but being trapped underwater in like a cave system or some BS like that is one of them. And then the second one, shit being under me that can eat me in the water. That's
Dude.
it. That's the only two irrational fears I have.
This is one you got to try then because it'll fucking fuck you up, dude. Like, it's perfect.
Nah, I'm good.
I wanna play Subnautica on VR.
Me too. I almost bought it this week. I really should have, but I was either gonna get that or The Forest because I don't need two survival games right now.
Yeah, just get The Forest because we can play multiplayer.
Yeah.
Subnautica is like a mod for multiplayer.
With the multiplayer on Forest, like can
up to
one
8
person
people.
Can one person like log in when the other's not on? and-
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Only the person who makes the or like hosts the server can.
Who's the host?
Whoever
Whoever's
creates
the
it.
ho-
Yeah,
Dude,
you can save your character for that, but you can't open it unless the host opens it.
We got to do a 3-way game session. That'd be really fun to like build a fucking fence and like have a little fort we build together, like
Oh,
all of
yeah,
us
dude.
chopping down trees and shit. That'd be so fun.
It'll be fun. It'll be really fun, actually.
I'm super about it. The game sounds amazing. I can't wait to play it.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
We
then
gotta jump on.
the last thing I've been playing, well, actually, I've just been playing this all today. But like, I woke up today and I was like, I had the weirdest urge. I was like, I have to play the Oregon Trail for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was
Throwing
like,
it back.
I looked up on Steam. I was like, there's no Oregon Trail. I looked it up on fucking
Play
Epic.
it in a
No
fucking
Oregon
web
Trail.
browser.
Browser
Yeah, well,
game.
that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah.
After I went to all the stores, like I was like, okay, maybe somebody's just streaming it online. Sure enough, I found like the OG Oregon Trail online. But I really want to play like Oregon Trail 3 or some shit. Like when I was a kid, I played like one of the it wasn't the original. It was like a few iterations further down the line where like the graphics were a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was painted instead of like green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just still frames. But
Green 8-bit.
But I am having a lot of fun with it. Like, I don't know.
how many of your children have died of dysentery?
Dude, none. I'm doing so good as an adult. See, that's the thing. As a kid, you don't fucking think about, like, shit, you know? Like, but as an adult, it's like the river's 8 feet deep. Do you want to ford the river? It's like, no, I'm gonna take the ferry. Like, as a kid, you don't care. You're like, yeah,
Fuck
let's
yeah,
just
I'm gonna
walk through
swim
the
it.
8-foot river. You
Two
know,
of your children drowned.
or like as a kid, it's like, when do you want to leave for your journey? It's like, yeah, I'll leave fucking right before December as a kid. Like, you know what I mean? As an adult, you're like, no, I'm gonna wait until like I have the longest amount of like warm months to, you know what I mean?
How do
like,
you beat the game?
you get to Oregon.
You can make it to Oregon?
I've never heard of anyone like talking about finishing it.
Yeah, what's the end game like?
You just get to Oregon
What's
and
the
you start a new
replayability
life.
though? Like, what are we talking?
Like, does it become a Sim City type game once you get to Oregon?
No, dude, it's just victory.
It just ends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not,
Yeah, that.
not dying on the way there.
See, they should have done it right and just called it Oregon. And then, like, you're on the Oregon Trail. When you get there, you create Oregon.
The sequel to the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, it's Sim City, but Oregon.
That would be terrible.
The third one's
It'd be so boring. But anyways, what else? Is that it?
That's all I've been playing.
All right, that's what we've been playing, guys. If you want to let us know what you've been playing, you can drop it in the stream chat, or you can drop it in the YouTube comments, or you can drop it in your mom. No, I'm just kidding. You can drop it on Facebook group, which is facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast. Koalasaur91 says, yes, the Oregon Trail. End goal, heroin. I don't know.
Do they do a lot of heroin in Oregon or something?
Yes.
I think Oregon, must be. Oh, duh. It's all the drugs are legal there now.
Oh.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Wait. No. Maybe I'm thinking of
is it
somewhere
Oregon?
else. No, it's not
somewhere has all the drugs illegal now.
Where is that? That's
Hold on.
Yeah. Look up
I haven't heard
legal drugs in America.
Or maybe it might not be legal. It's like decriminalized or something. I don't know.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is Oregon.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can do all the heroin in Oregon. They decriminalize all drugs. Yeah, so it sounds fun.
You know, if you're doing drugs, Oregon's the place to be.
Yeah,
The more you know.
but anyway, so we're gonna jump into this week's topic of the show, which is gonna be a pretty fun one. Obviously, it's the end of a decade, so we're gonna do basically the best games or the best. Okay, this is hard to word. It's the best games from each year of the 2010s, but it's going to be just one game from each of us. So I'm going to give like
I got some
runner-up.
honorable mentions because
Yeah.
it's like some of these games is hard to like not just be like, hey, at least it mentioned that it was in the running against
there
some
were
dope.
some
But
good
and
years.
it's not even okay. Don't
Yeah,
think of this
there
as
were some good years.
There's some really good years.
When you go through it year by year, you're like, damn, that was a good year.
I
You
had
know what
my
I mean? Like,
timelines so fucked up looking back at all this. My timelines are all over the place on games that I thought came out. Like Fortnite, for instance.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot longer ago than 2017.
no.
yeah,
It was-
I remember seeing
Like
the.
going back through all these timelines.
Yeah, because it was like the Fortnite like the campaign mode
Well,
we saw.
That same thing we were just talking about, that same
E3
experience. We saw the original trailer for Fortnite before it was even a battle royale thing.
Yeah,
you know?
we watched it at a movie theater in Houston, like, but because they did like it was a Sony. It was like a Sony E3
yeah, it was the
thing.
E3 experience.
Yeah,
They gave you like a lanyard and a $15 gift card to
to PlayStation
the
Store or
PlayStation
something.
Store. It was pretty cool.
Like a live viewing party.
Yeah,
It was fun.
It was cool. We
That's
met
dope.
some cool people there. Anyways,
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut.
but yeah, so we're gonna jump into this, starting with 2010. I say we end on 2019. 2020 does not count as part of the decade because 2020 goes into the 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like 2021, because we're starting at 2010. That would be like starting at 2020. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so, but 2020 is going to be over in a few days, and I
Yeah,
feel
we just
like
finished 2020.
Yeah, we finished 2020, but I don't know. I'm confused on how this works. Should we not have started with 2010 then?
I feel like
I didn't.
I got
wasn't there.
2020 on here. We can leave it out if you want. I can mention it just for fun.
Yeah, but
It
I mean, I
doesn't
feel like
matter.
we've talked about 2020 games so much this year that it's not even like worth bringing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta keep it to the decade behind us, not the one that we just were in. For
Hey,
like,
we're leaving 2020 in the past, so we
Yeah,
might as
that's true.
well talk about it as much as we can. But it's okay.
all
I
right.
feel you.
All right, let's start with 2010.
All right, 2010. 2010 was a good year for video games.
And by the way, this is personal opinion, obviously. So like,
Very
favorite,
personal
not like-
opinion.
yeah. Whenever I say best games, I mean our favorite games from that time, and I'm
Yeah.
basing this solely off of games I played and decided that, or like I put the most time into and enjoyed the most.
It's very subjective.
People are going to be unhappy.
Yeah,
People are always unhappy. That's okay.
yeah, that's all right.
All right, so I'll start it out.
Okay.
For me, it's Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I couldn't decide between New
So-
Vegas and another.
So I didn't play New Vegas when it came out. I just recently started New Vegas. So my 2010 is Halo Reach, and the honorable mention is Red Dead Redemption.
Yep.
Red Dead Redemption is definitely one of my honorable mentions as well. It's
I was torn between Red Dead and New Vegas.
Yeah.
which one did
both.
you end up picking?
I couldn't decide. I played both. Like there was a super long time where I only played Red Dead and New Vegas. For,
Yeah.
like ever.
Man,
Yeah,
and
same.
here's the thing: you
Well,
go
not
back
New
and
Vegas,
play
but-
both of those games; they both hold up really well.
Yeah, they're
I mean, Red
amazing.
Dead is still incredibly fun, and so is fucking New Vegas, in my opinion.
See,
you know,
y'all are sleeping on Halo Reach though.
No,
All right.
no.
Because Halo Reach, it brought back the Magnum.
Well,
I'm just saying, like,
and also we have to think Mass Effect 2 came out that year, which is one of the most like widely regarded, RPGs. Personally, I liked Mass Effect 1 a little more, but critically, Mass Effect 2 was way better. I mean, like way more like highly regarded by the
Yeah.
critics. You know what I mean?
yeah, but we're just going by personal opinion.
I know,
Yeah,
but
fuck the critics.
I still can't not mention
Yeah,
Mass
you gotta
Effect in
mention
a
it.
year when it's
True. So what's your number? Mine's gonna be Halo Reach. What's your number one?
Oh, definitely Fallout New Vegas for
Red Dead.
2010.
Then Red Dead. Okay, I feel like that spans the genres a little
Yeah,
bit. It's
great
pretty good.
year for games that
Yeah.
year.
Very good.
Really good.
2011.
2011.
Brent?
I'm sticking on the Bethesda train here,
Yep.
and I'm going with Skyrim.
I have to go Skyrim.
You
too.
can't. I mean, like it transcended like generations, and like I don't know. It's just such a good game, man. To be as popular as
we
it
know you
is
don't
for
like
as
high
long as it
fantasy,
is.
Jamal. I can see your face.
Here comes the hater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jamel says fuck Skyrim. It was all right, but and I didn't play too much of it. I just couldn't get into it. But Portal 2 for me, and my honorable mention is Super Mario 3D Land, which I 100%ed. Every time a good Mario game comes out, I 100% that bitch. Like, and I put so much time into that game. But Portal 2 is another game that I beat on single, then played co-op because it was two separate campaigns, like two completely different things. So, yeah, what you got?
I said Skyrim.
Oh, okay. So Skyrim
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Portal 2 is probably my number one for 2011. Just
I
because
had Portal 2 as an honorable mention. I also have Batman Arkham City as an honorable mention, which is a really good game.
yeah, not
in
as
its
good
own
as
right.
Arkham Asylum though, in my opinion.
I liked Arkham Knight more than any of them.
I didn't play that
personally.
one yet,
I didn't play either of them.
Yeah.
Either of those in that year. I played them much later.
but I have heard Night is the best. But I'm just saying, out of City and Asylum, I like Asylum.
I feel like it's okay if you didn't play it the year it came out, like the second it came out, just as long as like it's you played it.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
was
for
just
sure.
basing it off of that year when I was playing.
That's real.
Then we got 2012, boys. What do you got for 2012?
Oh man. So 2012 is a little controversial for me because the game that I would give it to technically is Persona 4 Golden. But
you didn't play it that year. No, it doesn't matter though.
well, it's not just that. It's the fact that originally Persona 4 came out in like 2008 or something, and Persona 4 Golden is like a remaster kind of like.
Yeah, but I feel like Persona 4 Golden is its own thing.
That's
Like,
kind of what I was thinking. Like, it's enough of a new game to where it's like I feel like you could almost get away
yeah,
with that.
I don't think that's controversial. I
But-
think that's a good one.
I will say I had a backup plan. If it's not cool, Far Cry 3 has to be the
Yeah,
one.
Far
I
Cry
think.
3 is mine for sure.
Mine is Borderlands 2.
Oh,
Far Cry 3.
That's a good choice, actually.
Yeah.
I put a lot of time into Far Cry 3, but I put a lot more time into Borderlands 2 than
Borderlands
I did
2
Far
was
Cry
a
3.
good one, man.
My second for that year was Blobs 2.
See, my
I never
second
played
for that
that.
year was Dishonored, which
Dishonored was dope.
a dope game
Never
in
played
its
that.
own right.
It was dope. It just I never beat it. Like I lost my interest like every time. I've tried to play that game probably 3 or 4 times, and I just lose interest.
I always get like lost away from the story and start doing other like stupid bullshit, like trying to find like the little heartbeat thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this next year sucked.
2013. How does 2013 suck?
I think
That
he's being
was-
sarcastic.
yeah, that was-
'cause
I
That
was like,
extreme
there's
sarcasm.
no way.
I was like,
2013
damn, bro.
was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a great year for video games. Holy shit. I didn't even realize how good of a year 2013
But I feel like
was.
you almost have, in my opinion, you have a clear winner here, though, with Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's still
Again,
raining today.
another one like Skyrim that's like transcended the years. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, obviously it's got to be mentioned, but it's not my pick for the
oh,
best game of
what's your
2013.
pick?
BioShock Infinite.
Ooh, even though you don't like it as much as the other Bioshock.
I still loved it.
It was really good.
I just didn't like it as much as the original BioShock,
Yeah.
which I don't think anybody did. I don't think anybody was like, this is better than original BioShock.
I liked it more than the original Bioshock.
Are you kidding me?
If I had to like pick one to play right now, and I've played Infinite like 3 or 4 times, I've only played the original Bioshock like twice. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn, I
I've
don't
only
know why.
played Bioshock 2 like once all the way through.
I think BioShock Infinite was pretty, and I think
I think that's one of the reasons I like it so much is just the aesthetic
Yeah.
of it. You know what I mean?
Columbia or whatever, like it was just really cool looking. But I think Rapture, it was enchanting. Like something about Rapture will always be with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's one of those things that you can't forget. But Columbia is also like that, just on a little bit less of an impactful way. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's more like a Disney thing. It's like you see it and you're like, that's just beautifully done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But anyways,
I had GTA 5, and then a very close second on that was Battlefield 4.
I forgot about Battlefield 4.
See, I'm putting my.
The
I'm,
last good Battlefield.
sorry, I'm dropping my honorable mentions after you guys are done, just so I don't like accidentally say something
Use
that
it.
y'all are already saying. But my honorable mentions are going to be kind of weird. Obviously, Bioshock Infinite is one, and The Last of Us is one. But another weird game from that year that I really feel like needs like notoriety was the Stanley Parable. Like, and I know it's hard to stand toe to toe with games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and shit. Obviously, it's not that good. You know what I mean? But it is good enough to mention here.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
a good old PC game.
It's really interesting, and like it makes you think about how video games are made, and like just it's really thoughtful. Like I really think everybody should play it.
Stanley walked to the. That's all I like. That's the game you're talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember watching a video about that.
Dude, you gotta play it yourself. It's a really magical experience.
I'll have to check that out. 2014. We are entering 2014.
This was kind of a bad year for games, honestly.
It was a bad year, except for
There was one that had a special place in my heart.
Super Smash Bros. Wii U.
Whoa! I
that
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's for me. That was the pick. Like nothing else that year really spoke to me.
I didn't realize that came out that year.
Destiny for me.
Ooh.
Did OG Destiny drop that year?
Yep.
Okay.
It did, and I was hooked from day. I played the alpha into beta and then launch.
I
So.
did not put that much time into Destiny.
But Destiny 1 was really good, and then
Destiny was
2
like
was just a big disappointment.
yeah, I felt like Destiny was a big disappointment to me because it was coming from Bungie and they had hyped it up for all these years, and then I was like, oh dude, this is gonna be the next big thing, which it is technically, but it's not the big thing I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of us got a little hyped when it first came out. You know.
They were talking it was gonna be like this just like unbelievable experience, and then it was just like, oh, it's an MMO but like first person and not an MMO. Like I don't know how to explain what is Destiny even. It's like an MMO.
Looter shooter Halo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
But I mean, the boss fights and everything were really good, and the raids. If you
The
actually
raids
got
are
into
cool.
it
The
and
raids
got
were
into
fun.
the
Destiny
end
had a
game,
lot
like-
going for it. Like I said, it just wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's
at
exactly-
First. You know, it was a lot of fun though. I had my good share of fun with Destiny, and I wouldn't be opposed to playing Destiny 2 if I had Game Pass still.
yeah.
No, but for me, 2014 was all about Dragon Age Inquisition. Weirdly enough,
Yeah.
a really good game. You know, I love me some Dragon Age. Also, runner up, I got Far Cry 4 and Alien Isolation.
Alien Isolation was dope. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a special place in my heart for Alien Isolation because of the VR mod, which it's really good. Like, really, really good.
Gotcha. 2015. What do you got? There was not much happening in 2015.
I think I know what mine and Brent's.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was happening in 2015, which was the sheet.
Yep.
It was No, I did.
It was
I loved Fallout 3. Did not like it. Fallout 4 that much.
Oh, that's blasphemy, dude.
What?
Fallout 4 is one of
Yeah.
the best games ever made, dude.
Wow, that's actually I think
I-
more
I
controversial than me
love-
saying I don't like it.
No, it's not. It's really not. Fallout 4 is that good, dude. Like, I think most people agree with me.
I will say Fallout 4 is one of the few like long RPGs like that I actually played through 3 separate times consecutively
Yeah.
to get all the different stories and endings.
I did.
I just want to see what
the
the Fallout 4 reviews are. Like, I just got to because I didn't I don't remember
it
people
well-received?
loving it that
Everybody
much.
liked Fallout.
Yeah, it was
4.
very well received, and it wasn't as buggy as we thought it was going to be, or maybe we were just ignoring
And
it.
I'm
just like
sitting here
Cyberpunk.
putting it over The Witcher 3, which also came out that year and is arguably better than Fallout 4. Arguably. I personally like Fallout 4 better. But, Witcher 3 is like, a lot of people think it's like the best game ever made. You know what I mean?
I really need to try getting back into Witcher. I gave it a try once. and
It's
didn't get-
excellent.
I didn't get
It's
fully
it's like
immersed in it.
Cyberpunk. You have to like give it like 7 hours or so. But then
Yeah.
whenever it hits you, it's like, I don't know. And
You
it's
gotta give it another
beautiful,
try.
dude.
Yeah. Mine was
What was-
The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D because that's what I played the most that year. It was like all the 3D I was on my 3DS a lot during the
You're
2010s.
wrong, Jamal.
But Fallout 4, I did have Fallout 4 and I played a little bit of it and I just got bored. Like I didn't like it. Something about it just didn't feel right to me. I don't know why. Maybe I just wasn't as intrigued in the story as I was with 3. Like where your dad's missing and shit.
Bro, I didn't even I just like walked off in a direction for 40 hours and just
You're
fucking like wandered off, like, you know what I mean?
See, I don't like the story of 3 though.
I like the story of 4. It just took
Your
me about
son's
30
missing,
hours
like-
before I got around to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did enjoy the story of 4. It was weird and like the whole Sean thing was interesting. I don't know. The Institute was interesting. I liked a lot about 4.
Yeah. No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying me personally. I see it. Well,
The only thing about 4 I would change is like take Preston Garvey out of it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
seriously.
That shit was annoying. So 2016.
There's only one game and one game only from 2016 that mattered.
Yep. Go ahead and say it.
Persona 5.
Oh no, that's I was gonna say Pokemon Go.
Nah, dude.
2016 was the year of Pokemon
I
Go.
get it.
Like you're telling me in 2016 you weren't fucking roaming the streets catching Pokemon.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you
didn't
that
think about
Persona
Pokemon
5
Go.
is a masterpiece, and Pokemon Go is an app that was a craze for a second.
So
you know what I'm talking about?
I'm
Pokemon
basing it
Go-
off of the year though, not like afterwards. I'm basing it off of what I was doing that year.
Console-wise, Division for me. But yeah, Pokemon Go though, I was playing that a fuck ton.
Yeah, same. I mean,
That whole summer, I was just driving around Huntsville.
yeah, same. I was walking too. Like we went to the campus. Like I wasn't even going to school there. I just walked the campus to go fucking like meet with other people and
Dude,
shit.
there were so many people like
So
just like
many.
walking trails through campus like that didn't even go to school there. And for whatever reason, Huntsville had a shit ton of the Pokestops.
Oh yeah,
Like an abnormal amount.
we had a lot, man. And that was back
We still
before.
do. It's not like this is like,
yeah, well-
Well, I don't
something
play it anymore.
But at the
I'm just talking
time-
about at the time. It was just such a big deal, and like everybody was enjoying it, even though you couldn't like battle or anything at that
You guys
point.
would be surprised how many people still play Pokemon.
I wouldn't be. I
Go.
know.
Oh no, I know.
You go
Yeah,
out to those hot spots, man, you'll still see a couple of Pokeballers out
Woodland.
there.
there's
You
like
know,
people
man.
that come to my gym that are still playing it like in the gym while they're working out. Like they'll just have it on. Like I'm just like, all right, okay.
There's still kids that walk up and down the waterway daily. Like back when I used to do my cardio on the waterway.
Yeah, dude.
They just see kids like just playing like at least 3 at a time.
I mean, Pokemon Go is cool and all, but I can't rightly say, oh, yeah, that's the best game, from 2016 when Persona 5 exists.
Oh,
in
no,
this
that's
world.
fine.
You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
just
That's
didn't-
fine. It's
I
all
didn't play.
opinion. It's all opinion, except for yours is wrong. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I mean, Persona is obviously a better game. There's just so many better games than Pokemon Go, but for me, it was the
No,
thing
yeah.
of 2016.
I feel that.
But anyways, 2017.
2017.
Yes.
2017.
I mean, I know.
Mine's weird here, honestly.
Yeah.
And y'all probably won't be surprised, but I think Resident Evil 7 took it for me, weirdly enough.
That's not a surprise. That was a great game.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
And that was like right when you got your PSVR, right? So
yeah,
you're like
it left a
living
big
it.
impression on me. To this day, it's probably one of the best VR games I've ever played. Like, it's still like neck and neck with Half-Life Alyx, and that's like being heralded as like the
greatest
dawn
VR
of
experience.
VR. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like Resident Evil 7 is like just as good, minus like the hand interactions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Mine is Super Mario Odyssey. 100%ed that shit.
dude, that was like seriously mine for a second until I realized Resident Evil had come out that year. But Mario Odyssey was so good, dude. I liked it better than like almost any Switch exclusive I've played so far. You know?
I am ashamed.
What did you play?
Fortnite.
Wow.
No, dude, no
It just
shame.
came,
Fuck
it just
it.
came out that year.
Wow.
and I-
No, I'm just kidding. Wow.
Fortnite is the shit. And,
Devin,
it
the
was
Fortnite
shit.
mayor.
Fuck.
No,
and we want to talk about cultural phenomenons that fucking.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
for sure.
Like, we were
I
all
just
playing
wasn't a part of it.
Fortnite.
I was
I-
playing PUBG. I didn't get into Fortnite. Like
I just so
only played a
happened to
little bit.
see it like as soon as it dropped on PlayStation, and I was like, I told like two of my buddies that I was playing a lot with, I was like, hey, let's get this, let's fuck around with this, and then it turned into, fast forward like 6 months later, we're still playing Fortnite like every afternoon.
Well, I
That's
just
awesome.
wanted to
Like-
play it because like PUBG was all the rage at that point, and like I just wanted to do.
I wanted
I wanted PUBG,
yeah, a battle
but it
royale,
was like this
yeah.
is free.
Yeah.
So I'll do this instead, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, for sure. 2018. 2018 was the year of indies for me.
Another really good year though, really good.
What you got? What are we talking about?
I mean, Red Dead. I know what Brent's gonna say.
What?
I had to put Red Dead because I played that more, and I just got Brent's title not too long ago.
It's hard. It's a hard choice between the two to me.
What to? What are we talking
God
about?
of War.
Yeah.
2018.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's definitely. But see, that's the thing. Okay, it's Red Dead 2. It's a matter of preference because they're both like mastercraft like games, and actually, I think Red Dead 2 is probably more detailed and bigger, and like maybe a little bit like better technically than God of War. But also, God of War is like perfect. Like it's perfect. Like
Yeah,
it's.
I mean, they're different genres.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing. Like there's more to Red Dead's world, I guess is what I'm saying. So it's like hard to say like, okay, God of War is the better game, but in
Which one did you? Which one did you like?
personally, God of War.
Yeah,
I have
same.
a soft spot for it. And like I love the lore, I love the like story, I love the combat. Everything about God of War was like a perfect game for
Well,
me.
you see, I'd been a rootin' tootin' cowboy since way back in 2010. So Red Dead was definitely. What about you, Jamal?
So mine was between a Christmas gift that was actually I got from two different people. I got it from Brent and I got it from my girlfriend. They both got me the same game, which was Celeste for the Switch,
Oh.
and Dead Cells, which I bought around the same time with a gift card. These two games I put so much fucking time into.
Getting indie with it
Yeah,
over there.
I beat Celeste, played all of that. Like it was super fun, really hard. But Dead Cells was the first time I played a roguelike type game and actually was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, you were really into Dead Cells for a while there.
Yeah, it's like you start out and there's just like you everything's randomly generated. So, but it's almost like Dark Souls type level of like hard or like difficulty. And if you die, you have to restart all the way at the beginning. But like you have certain things that carry over with you and stuff like that. But very fun. But those were my picks. I guess I'd give it to Dead Cells over Celeste though, for sure.
Cool. What about you? Oh, wait, we already
Yeah,
did
did
you. Okay, so yeah,
2019.
2019, yeah.
What do we got, boys?
I'll kick it off. For me, 2019 is a really hard year to pick because there's a bunch of great games. But Sekiro Shadows Die Twice has got to be my pick for 2019. It was just like the most satisfying thing I've ever done is beating fucking Sekiro. I don't know why. Like,
it made you a true gamer, dude.
I don't know, something about like the like hours of like looking up videos and trying to perfect the perfect dodge and like blocking perfectly, and then like when you go back after you beat the game and like face the challenges you faced the first time you played it and you realize how much better you've gotten at the game. I don't know, it's just like really satisfying. Like, it's like learning a skill or something. It feels incredible, and I like it so much more than all the other like Soulsborne type games, you know what I mean? Like, I tried to get into like Dark Souls and stuff afterwards, but I don't like having to like pick my weapon and stuff. I just want a fucking ninja sword and I want to go to town on people like fucking Sekiro. I don't know, I really like that game.
It is very cool. What you got?
Oh, MW.
Modern Warfare.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's all I played last year, basically.
Really? Mine was the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, like the remake thing that they did for the Switch. I love that game. Yeah, I fucking beat the shit out of that game. I let you borrow it, didn't I?
Yeah, I bought it myself, but I played through it. It was
somebody borrow it. Did you beat it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I beat it.
I had a lot of fun with that.
Man, I gotta say though, there's like my runners up are also awesome games. Like, we had Resident Evil 2 remake that year, which was like one of the best fucking games ever, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order in 2019, which was like fucking awesome. I don't know, man.
Jedi Fallen Order was dope too, but like, I don't know why. If a really good game comes out on my Switch, it always ends up being my favorite game.
I'll tell you now, Pokemon Go is the thing that's going to make me blow the dust off my phone. Or not Pokemon Go, Pokemon Snap.
I
was like, you were just fucking hating.
No, not Pokemon. Y'all got me thinking about fucking Pokemon Go. Pokemon Snap is what's going to make me blow the dust off my Switch.
Whenever that game actually comes out, like, they showed that off, and then they just haven't said shit about it. They were just like, hey,
was
guys.
There even like an even almost estimation as to when
that's
it was
honestly the
out?
only thing I care about.
No,
on the Switch.
they haven't even given a like a release window. They were just like, "Hey, we're making this game," and they're like, "Yeah, we'll just never talk about it again. We'll keep people on."
I
that.
saw like a cardboard cutout for it at GameStop the other day, so hopefully.
Oh, maybe you can like reserve it now. We need to look that up.
I don't know.
But
I'm on it.
all right, since Brent wants to do 2020,
We don't have to do 2020. I'm just saying.
I mean, since he wants to count that, but no, I'm just kidding. 2020 is easy for me. It's Warzone. But what do you got?
Oh, see, I was including Warzone into my Modern Warfare.
Can't. It came out in March this year.
Yeah, but it's still modern. It was still modern. It
Not in
stemmed
2019.
from Modern Warfare.
No, you can't.
It's not.
Absolutely
I
cannot.
don't consider it a.
It
separate
wasn't
game,
even out. How are you going to count it?
But because it was a game mode to a full game.
But it wasn't there. Like, it didn't exist until 2020.
But I mean, I consider it just DLC, not like a whole separate game.
Absolutely not. It's its own thing. Warzone is not part. It's like, because you can get it on its own without Modern Warfare.
I'm gonna pick Half-Life Alyx.
Brent, you piece of shit. No.
Fine, then I'm torn between Warzone and Cyberpunk. I said it, okay? You know, I haven't had anywhere near.
Yeah, you can't just
buggy.
get out of there that easily. Oh, well, it's part of Modern Warfare. It came out literally last year. This game didn't come out till March, which, by the way, I did not know that till like 2 weeks ago whenever I was like, how long have I been playing Warzone? And I looked that up, and I was like, there's no way it just came out in March.
It does feel like an old-ass game. Huh?
Yeah, it came out this year in March. Like, it's fucking crazy. But anyways, yeah, so those are two separate things, especially since Cold War is part of it now, too. You can't just make it part of Modern Warfare.
The Modern Warfare engine.
Yeah, it's the engine, but it's like its own thing. That's like
okay, all right. It doesn't matter unless we want to like go back and pick a new game for Devin's 2019.
No. He just wanted to pick Cyberpunk and not have to miss out on Warzone. And I want him to make hard choices. You can't just sit here and get out of it easy like that.
Yeah, it was out long before Cyberpunk. But if Cyberpunk and Warzone came out at the same time,
you would have picked Cyberpunk.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm telling Warzone.
I've already had enough fun with Cyberpunk to like beat out. It's my most played game on Steam right now. Like out of even Persona
I
4
love it.
and
Like
shit
it,
like
it
that.
hits all of my I love the futuristic nerd
Yeah.
just cyberpunkness. Of
I
it.
can get into the world a lot better. You know what I mean? I like the lore and stuff. I don't know.
I don't even believe you guys until your hands have been until you feel what those hands can do. You know what I'm saying? You guys haven't even fully experienced the game.
Let me see what those hands can
Did you hear
do.
about that?
But you gotta hear it in V's voice. He's like, "Let me see what those hands can do."
Dude, I don't like V's voice that much.
No.
To be honest with you,
He's like, "Jackie, what's going on?" "Hey, Jackie." "Yeah." It's like he just like he has no emotion. He's just like, "Yeah, I feel that." And it's like, dude, why does he even have a voice?
The
I feel like
worst-
he shouldn't have a voice.
The worst is V's voice when Johnny's talking through V's body, and it's like that double voice thing they
Yeah.
do. It's like I don't know.
My thing is like they should have left him a silent protagonist, like just like any other RPG. That's why I don't like that I'm playing as V. Like I should be able to play as me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
But me is V. No.
No,
And that's why it reminds me of Mass Effect a lot, because it's like the Commander Shepard effect. Like you have a little bit of customization, but overall you're fucking Commander Shepard.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
like
are V. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't. I'm not.
Well, in The Witcher, you are the Witcher.
Geralt, yeah.
Geralt of
I don't
Rivia.
hate it. It's one
Yeah.
of those things that I've accepted. It's like I don't. You gotta go into Cyberpunk not expecting it to just be some groundbreaking thing. You know, it's just another RPG, but it's really a fun one. You know what I mean?
Well, you tell that to Cyberpunk. They're like, this is gonna be the greatest game. You're breathtaking. Yeah, not like they built the hype out of that fucking game.
I mean, they hyped it up.
Yeah,
They did, and they sold 13 million copies. 8 million of which before the game even came out. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they did something right, marketing-wise. You know what I mean? But
yeah, lying.
maybe not investor-wise. I mean,
when it plays good, it's a damn good.
yeah, it's a
game.
good
Yeah.
game. Just because you're on your peasant Xbox.
Hey,
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
am. Hey, maybe I should have got. I bet you if I would have just bought it on on Steam or whatever, it probably would have worked out. Even though I'm playing on a 980 Ti, whatever, like Super or whatever, like it probably would have still turned out all right, better than my Series X, But I didn't. So
I think a lot of it does have to do with that NVIDIA AMD
It's
compatibility.
the DLSS, man.
Which, by the way, we didn't talk about in the news. There's free DLC coming to Cyberpunk 2077.
Dope.
Yeah,
Don't
What
lie
are we
to me.
getting?
I don't know. I just saw on their Twitter earlier today, and I forgot to put it in the freaking news.
Dude, that's one thing that I will say about Cyberpunk is I feel like they cut a lot of content. Like you can tell when you're playing the game. Like there's a character in the game called Atom Smasher, and you can tell that they wanted Atom Smasher to be this big bad guy that shows up throughout the game, and you fight him over and over again. And it's you barely see his ass at all, and they try to make him this big deal, and it's I feel like they cut content with him in it out of the game.
Probably
You know what I
because
mean?
whenever you played it, you would float through the ceiling and then do triple backflips through the universe.
Or he would follow you all through the game.
Yeah, or he'd always be there. Yeah. But anyways, so
dope.
that's it for the topic of the show. If you guys want to drop your top 10 list of go through 2010 through 2020 and just drop it in the Facebook group or anything, please do. That would be interesting. I want to see what everybody else thinks
I'd
about.
really like to read all that.
Yeah, and then compare and contrast.
Tell you how wrong your opinions
Yeah,
are.
definitely is going to happen. Jamel's going to slide in there to hate, so just be prepared. But anyways, the People's Champion, Brent, who is it this week?
Yes, this week the People's Champion is going to be Aaron Jones.
Speaking of which, Alonesy Jonesy for Christmas dropped us a subscription on Patreon, $5 tier. Thank you so much,
Hey.
Hey-yo.
Alonesy Jonesy, for supporting us. We need more support. If you want to be awesome like Alonesy Jonesy, go on over to patreon.com/GameSpeak podcast and just subscribe even to the $1 tier. Anything helps, because
many blessings will come your way
Yeah.
if you do.
we're like those
Good fortune.
those posts on Facebook, and if you don't do it, you don't even want to know.
The eyeless girl will stand beside your bed tonight.
Ooh.
All right. Anyways, so Aaron Jones says, how would you review this year in gaming, and what do you look forward to in 2021?
I think this was a great year in gaming because quarantine happened, so I was able to play through Doom Eternal And then expect head for each of you. What? Even though it's not in the from each of us. I was like, I don't know. I don't understand what that means.
He's just wishing head upon us.
Some resigning from the show, effective immediately. Good luck, guys.
Oh, Devin.
You don't like getting head, Devin?
No, Devin has to give it. He's the intern.
Oh,
so
okay.
Devin's Pi. Devin will be there soon.
I did not sign up for this.
You got to work for that money. No, but
Show me what them hands do.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
show me what them hands do, Devin. No, but anyways, yeah. So I got to play through Doom Eternal. I got to spend too many hours a week on Warzone. You know, like it's just fun. It's been a year of gaming for me.
Dude, the gaming industry became like the top earning media industry
of all. Yeah, like over movies and film and all that sports.
We taking over.
Yeah, we are.
We
I
so
feel like 2021 is going to be a damn good year.
if I had to rate
think?
2010, I mean 2020, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Like in
10
gaming.
out of 10?
In gaming. In
I was
gaming.
like,
Like for everything else, a straight 1. Like,
Jamal.
for everything else, a straight 1. But for the gaming, 10 out of 10.
I'm going to give it like an 8 out of 10 for gaming.
How could it be better, Brent?
I don't know, more good games. What about the year when God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in the same year?
Yeah, but remember,
That's a 10 out of 10 year
you
right
had
there.
to work that year, though. You know,
Oh yeah, was able to support himself. And
that's what I'm saying. This year, it's a 10 out of 10 for gaming because you didn't have to work for like 2 months. You just
Okay.
got to chill and play the games that came out.
didn't see
Okay,
any
well,
of
now
this.
when you put it like that,
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Like just in general for gaming, it was a great year.
yeah.
You know, like
For the ability to be able to game,
yeah.
yeah, it was great.
you can't
As far
see
as
it.
the games that were released, like 8 out of 10, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
You can't see it, but I'm blankly staring at them because I didn't enjoy any of this downtime. I was working all through the pandemic.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I
How
didn't get-
dare you support yourself? No, but that's crazy. They didn't quarantine you.
No, I didn't have a single day off from quarantine because I work for a safety company, so we were pretty,
Safety doesn't
masks,
take a day off, I guess.
masks, gloves.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Would have been nice. Though.
My thing is, like, I don't know what to look forward to in 2021. When I think about 2021, nothing, like, pops out at me like, oh, this is the exciting thing to be
That's
excited
because
about.
nothing's been announced.
So-
you
But
know?
lots of stuff's been announced, and, like, Fable and stuff and shit's been announced, but it's like, we haven't, like, seen anything
of
about
it,
it,
yeah.
you know?
I am optimistically excited for 2021 because of how much revenue, like increased revenue that the gaming industry saw this year, and we'll see. I feel like we're going to see good results from that in the years to follow.
Check this. You should be excited for Halo Infinite, and the only reason I say this is because
No.
they're trying so hard with this Craig meme that I feel like the game is gonna look beautiful, and then Craig is just gonna be a real picture.
If
Like
Craig's
they're
gonna be the final boss,
like,
dude.
and he's gonna be fucking gorgeous. Like he's gonna be like.
like handsome Squidward.
Yeah, it's gonna be like he's gonna look like a real creature, and like I'm talking like when you see him, like you'll have never seen anything more realistic in a game. Like they're just gonna go above and beyond on Craig just because of how dumb he looked.
I can guarantee you that nothing resembling Craig will be in the game. at
No,
all.
there will be Easter
There
eggs.
will be nothing that even looks remotely like Craig.
Oh, you just
maybe
mean-
in an Easter egg. Maybe
Yeah,
you
an
go
Easter
down
egg.
like maybe you jump to the top of the tallest building and like
And he'll
pick
be
up
there.
a skull
The
or something.
unrendered, yeah. I'd rather than pull a Spider-Man with the boat people and just
yeah, that would be funny.
Leave a Craig somewhere in the game that's like, or even just a close-up screenshot too, just some kind of Easter egg. In
Or
the
no,
game.
it'll
Would
be
amazing.
like you'll climb to the top of a building, or like you'll go into this distant area that you wouldn't think to go,
Yeah, do
and
some
there's gonna be like a tombstone that says Craig, and it'll be like like 1 year, and then like it'll have like a little picture of him, like just
That would be the greatest Easter egg.
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Rest in peace, Craig.
Yeah, R.I.P. Craig. All right. So moving on to the
Listener
the
questions.
listener questions. We have Aaron Jones again. He says, as a podcast, what's your New Year's resolution? And he's also got a question for all of you not asking us questions. He says, unless you took a twisted tea to the face, why aren't you asking questions?
I agree. And, even if you have taken a twisted T to the face, why aren't you asking questions?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
true.
I do feel like it could have something to do with when we post the post for the questions.
What do you mean? What's the timing?
I mean, just a little, like, people don't really have that much time. Like today, for instance, was only a couple hours.
So do you think we should ask the day before?
I think we should increase it to a little bit more, just because
that might make sense. Like maybe we should start asking the day before the show and be like, "Hey guys, it'll drop questions for tomorrow's episode." That way we can
That's a good idea.
promote it
That's
as well.
what we should do. For
wow, look at that! This is why we have Devin giving the head. But so it's like no, like. But so okay, we'll start doing that. But also, so like New Year's resolutions. Another thing that Devin brought to us that seems obvious, but we were just too dumb, is content days. We're gonna start meeting up once a month, and like one day out of the month, and just making a bunch of content for everybody. For the YouTube and stuff like that, like gameplay videos and stuff like that, we're gonna put them out. So there will be a lot new content in 2021.
Yeah.
Except for if something major happens, I just like to say it like that, just in case something happens. Like I predicted the future, but yeah. So
feel threatened.
Yeah, feel threatened.
Okay, we got Brian Moctezuma here.
Hey.
He says, "Why do the mutant zombies in the forest hate me?"
They hate everyone, Brian. We were just talking about the AI in the forest.
Special.
Yeah, I don't mean to bring you down, but I'll let you know. I've been killed many a time by the weird mutants, and for some reason, there's some weird issue with like character saves in multiplayer. I got to figure it out. It's probably something I'm doing wrong, but I keep jumping back into the game as a new character, and we have like this cool like area built out, like a fortress and all this stuff. And I keep having to start at the stupid fucking plane and try to run all the way to our fortress. And I just get murdered every time. So it's like, I almost can't even play on our saved state anymore. So,
damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
You can't spawn near the fortress? That's horrible.
No, you always start in the plane, but they'll have to come and give me whatchamacallit, like they'll escort me.
You should build another fortress halfway between your fortress and the plane. That way you can like sleep. You know what I mean?
Note to self,
No.
don't go far from the plane.
Because I got to figure out how to save.
Why don't you just build like a little tent? You know what I mean? And like sleep halfway to
Can I not get in a tent?
No, you can't, but it's like for some reason it's not like I'll save my character, and then whenever I go back in the game, it just like resets my character.
Are you just getting caught too late at night by the zombies?
No, it's just like they'll just chase you down because at the point that we are in the game, they've already discovered us. The AI's already built up like a profile of who to fuck. And so like, you pop out of the plane, and you're like, "Hey guys," you're like fresh, and they're just like, "Give us the meat."
Get him.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah. So it's pretty interesting.
That's terrifying. They're not very aggressive in my game yet.
No, they start off pretty chill.
Wait.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. Anyways, thank you for the questions, guys. The true ones who have asked us questions. But we will definitely get more questions for next week. We're gonna try the doing it earlier type thing. Thanks to Devin. But anyways, Brent, let's round out this show with a little bit of the what do you call it?
Brent's wild and crazy facts. It changes every week.
Okay. Yeah, so Brent's wild and crazy facts as usual.
So I'm doing 2 facts this week.
Okay.
Partly because I missed last week's, and partly because my girlfriend thought my first fact wasn't wild and crazy enough. So I had to like double down on my second fact. But you want me to just tell you?
No, we want to do
guessing.
We're doing the guesswork here.
Okay, guesswork. All right, let me think of a way to make this into a question. Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the answer is yes.
All right. What percentage of the world's population is in the northern hemisphere?
I'm gonna say, so the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say about 80%.
Oh, you're close.
What do you say, Devin? Devin's over there
72.
doing like math in his brain.
Devin's like looking it up with his like cyberware implants. Like
72.
72. Oh, you're also close, but you're further away than JAMAL.
Balls.
It's actually 90%.
Holy shit.
Well, yeah, because all of China's in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, but still, it's pretty crazy considering we got all of like South America and Australia and shit in the southern hemisphere. You know what I mean?
But China and the U.S. I mean, we're talking, and Europe, billions. Like,
Yeah, definitely. But still, pretty crazy fact. Not crazy enough according to my girlfriend. So I got
I say instead of like splitting, you know, like how in America we're dividing over politics, we should divide over who's in the southern hemisphere and who's in the northern hemisphere.
Fuck them southern here, mother.
poor Australian bastards.
The 10% is gonna win. No, but anyways, what was your second question?
Fucked up. It kind of makes me want to move to like Australia or something, though. I bet it's way less crowded in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah,
you know
except
what I
for
mean?
it's replaced by all jacked kangaroos that want to fuck you up.
beat you
Other
up,
shit that wants
yeah.
to kill you all
Yeah.
the time.
Fair enough.
I heard kangaroos, they'll try to drown you.
Yeah, they will try to drown you according to a Facebook post I've seen.
That's
I don't know if the science behind that is
Oh.
legit, but
He looked like
That's
he was
fucked
waiting.
up.
there was like a kangaroo just like chilling, like just flexing in the fucking pond, and like there was like this whole thing about like, oh, kangaroos like actually they'll you know make you come out to the water and drown you. Like that's how they kill you. Like they're like, hey, bro, come out into the water. I'll fucking choke.
In
That's
that same,
horrifying.
In that same picture, it looked like a pasture. It looked like some ranch land with a Great Pyrenees in the background that was like trying to get to it in the water.
What's up, Raging Fat
Which
Goose? Yo, yo. Keep going.
But yeah, no, I say it's plausible only because of the ranch dog that was in the background that would fit the story of them trying to chase it off, I guess.
Oh, okay. So maybe it just kills dogs in the water.
Or-
Like maybe
I don't
if
know.
you
He was-
drown, or like if you unplug the pond and like let all the water drain out, there'd just be a bunch of dead dogs under there, like where the
Jeez.
kangaroos just
That's not
fucking
how
Drag
tanks
the
work.
man. That's fucked up, dude.
yeah.
These poor dogs.
Hey man, don't fuck with the kangaroos. But Raging Fat Goose says y'all need to see Death to 2020. Does that is that a movie? Is that a
Do kangaroos drown people in that movie?
yeah? I don't know. But anyways, Brent, what's that secondary question there?
Okay, I'm not sure how to word this into a question, but
Do your best.
can you guys guess the cool fact I have about the Easter Island heads?
Didn't we do this last week or the week before?
Easter Island heads?
Wait, what? Okay, well, kind of.
The rocks that it's made from are all the way across the world.
No,
No.
but that's crazy. I didn't know that. If that's true,
I don't know. I was just guessing.
No,
Oh,
I'll tell you what it
that's-
is. It's that they have they're not just heads. There's
there's
a
totally some
under
layers.
portion. There's like a body part to it
Ding,
underneath
ding,
the ground.
ding. Yes.
Yes, I also am a man of facts.
Random Facebook.
Yeah, most of them are not just heads. They are actually full-bodied, like statues.
Yeah,
So and they're just buried up to the neck generally.
Yeah, they're small people though. Like they're like small bodied, you know.
Well, they're like proportionally to their heads small, but some of them are as tall as like 33 feet. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, I didn't know that. So Raging Fat Goose says, "Death to 2020. It's a movie on Netflix. LMFAO. Kangaroos don't drown people in it.
Oh,
man.
man.
Then
well,
I'm
then-
out. I'm
Dang.
sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if we can watch that.
Yeah,
It's a deal breaker.
I need to see some kangaroos drowning people. you know?
I only watch kangaroos drown people.
I only watch snuff films with kangaroos.
Imagine the crazy snuff films that come out of Australia, like just like
Boy, we're gonna cover this guy in spiders.
all the huntsman spiders. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But anyways, that's it for the show this
Is that
week,
Paul
guys.
Blart?
I don't know. I think that's the kangaroo. No, but but that's it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody who is chilling in the chat. Remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can catch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Tuesday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST, like Raging Fat Goose did, or, you know, Brian and all the other people that were watching. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our video content on youtube.com/createforsanity. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JafferJamel, Brent at Brent has one, Devon at Devondreas, and check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners. Later.